Nothing to say, nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Rest here. Honestly, that's what else could I say? That's there might not. There might be other insights that occur. Okay, cool. If other insights don't occur, it doesn't matter a shit at all. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I found, that there were questions that were unanswered that I kept trying to find the answer for with the mind, right? Trying to find the answer. There were questions that were unanswered, but there was some sort of process of just letting go of that, yeah. And those questions that weren't answered get answered here. But it's the answering of those questions that hadn't been answered. There's a non-dual knowing of those questions. There's a non-dual answer to those questions. Yeah. Like, let me try this with you, yeah? See if this lands, or let's just see what happens, yeah? I know that I know. I know that I don't know. What's left to know? Both those statements start with I know. So what's left to know? I know that I know. I know that I don't know. What's left to know? Like, I sure as shit know I don't speak Chinese, right? I know I don't know Chinese, but I know I don't. I know. I know. And I know that I know. Yeah. But that I know that I know is a non-dual knowing. It's not a dualistic knowing, because that would come and go, the idea of that. Yeah. Oh, 1 minute I know, next minute I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, what I generally do with people is they land on non-duality and they land on my doorstep for whatever reason. And they want to know all about non-duality without having a clue of what duality is. No clue. Oh, yeah. It just means I'm separate from others. That's about the full extent of duality. Okay, well, what's creating that? Oh. Like, yeah. Both, not even both, but, the process that I generally take people through is, let's first come to an understanding whether there's a personal self there or not. Let's do that, because apparently it's the personal self that has the problem, and it's the personal self that's hoping to gain enlightenment to experience something and feel better. So let's investigate the personal self first. before we go trying to delve into non-duality. Now, if you've happened to have arrived here knowing what personal self is, which is just a pattern of thoughts. Holy shit, it's just a pattern of thoughts. Because in the absence of that pattern of thoughts, non-dual, just this. Do you understand? Yeah. So if you know that, this will sound very strange. I'll concede that. If you know that, then the only thing left to do is to just be. But what's important, yeah, it kind of helps, or it can be a bit of a safeguard, if you like, from the mind jumping back in again and then claiming ownership of the whole show again. Yeah. It's important to sit in or with or as this often. Yeah. Don't just kind of go, oh, well, that's it. That's over. Hallelujah, beauty. Yeah. Sit with this. Sit with this. You say you've practiced a bit of meditation, fine. I'm not asking you to sit there with your legs crossed or, I'm asking you to just fall into the stillness, fall back into, away from, if you like. But just fall back in on it and expect nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Expect nothing. Just have the willingness to just fall into this. And just, that's enough. That's it. And anything other than that will just be the mind stepping in, narrating again. Yeah. Consciousness still having a little bit of a play, trying to be a Fred. Yeah. So, who or what awakens? If we gave it a name.
It's consciousness just awakening to itself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's entirely impersonal.
Yeah. Simple.
So simple.
So simple. So
And always there.
Yeah. Yeah. So simple. There's just this and there's mind. That's it. That's all that's happening. Where have we lived? In the mind. And this gets missed. Completely missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason this gets missed is because mind fabricates this story that this is Fred or Terrence or me. It's just mind's been saying that forever. For a long time. And then you discover, oh, that's not true. That's not true. That's not, and that's not true. That's not. You sort of get rocketed, if you like, into here. Just here. You don't need to think about this anymore. Yeah. Don't. Why? Thinking would just then overlay this. Don't need to think about it. Rest. Rest. Start to understand everything comes from this.
What do you mean by that?
This is the source. Source. You know, as an apparent person here, or even as a finite body, all the senses are limited. Great, seeing's great, hearing, it's great to be able to hear, tasting, touching, smelling, all great, but extraordinarily limited. So when we look out there into the world, we believe we see matter. We see hard objects. That's not what's actually there. That's why it's often referred to as an appearance. Appears to be that way. Physicists will tell you all day long, there's nothing solid. Appears to be that way, but in actual fact, physicists are still trying to find matter. They're still trying to find, they're still trying to find it. And all they keep discovering is space, 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 space. Yeah. You start to be amazed that, holy shit. Yeah. I know it appears to be, but geez, the appearance is really cool. It's great. Love the look of that tree. Holy shit. Knowing the truth and understanding it's an appearance. Yeah. So you can still appreciate everything. Holy shit.
Isn't the appreciation just doing itself as well?
Of course. But you are that. Don't objectify it. You are that. There's appreciating going on.
That's why it's impossible to talk about this, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is a result of this. Thoughts, feelings, the body, matter, space, time. This is the cause. The causeless cause. This that requires no cause to be. Just is. It's like, I'm assuming if you've looked at time, it's a concept. How do you squeeze time into now? When is it not now? It's always now. Yeah, okay, good. And how do we squeeze time into that? That now is infinite. It's not finite. It's not a measurement. Now. Just now. Yeah. When that fully dawns, when you start to understand, the physicists talk about the Big Bang that happened 13.78 billion years ago, where in actual fact what's happening is everything is just constantly bursting into existence, brand new and fresh right now. If I was to attempt to describe that using dualistic language, I would say bang, 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 because there's no past and there's no future. You understand? You understand how exceptional this is? And look, Doesn't need a past, right? To go, oh, well, yep, a moment ago that got created. So, but in this moment, I'm going to create it so that it's a little bit different. It's now like this. No, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. Brand new and fresh. And yet there seems to be a continuancy. Now, get your head around that kind of intelligence. Doesn't need a reference point like a past, like we do as a human being. Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, 6 months ago, I was 20 kilos heavier than I am. And then every day I went to the gym and I ran every day and I swam every day. And gradually over a period of time, I changed and I arrived here as this. That's what we would say as a person. Everything is bursting into existence, brand new and fresh right now. There's no past, there's no future. But it's just on, constantly on. But it's brand new, not dependent, if we think dualistically, not dependent on a previous moment. Not dependent on a previous moment. Why? There's no such thing as time. And sitting here in this stillness that we've been talking about, you discover that no such thing as time. It's a concept. Albert Einstein wrote a great piece on that. You know, man, we invented time. It's an illusion. We invented the concept of time. Oh yeah, but we measure time by change. What about time itself? What the hell's time itself? What? When you arrive here in the absolute immediacy of now. Try and squeeze time into that.